Okay students, today we'll see how to write the formula of a compound. Okay, before that, here we have two components. One is elements and second one is compound. One is element and another one is compound. What actually element is? It is a naturally occurring substance. Made up of small particles called atoms. That means atoms are the constituent particles. Atoms are constituent particles of a substance called as element or elements. Okay, so second, compound. What actually compound refers to? When two or more atoms combine, these atoms are of the same kind or the different one. Combined chemically, different one. Combined chemically, that means a definite bond is there. Such a substance is called compound. The constituent particles are here molecules. The constituent particle of element is atom, whereas the constituent particle of compound is molecules. That means what is an element? It is a naturally occurring maximum. There are few elements which were prepared in the laboratory. But apart from that, element general definition is a naturally occurring chemical substance made up of small or tiny particles called atoms. That means I can say atoms are the constituent particles of element. Like that, when two or more atoms, either of the same kind or of the different one, when two or more atoms, either of the same kind or of the different one, combined chemically, then such substance we call it as what? Compound. And the constituent particles are nothing but molecule. Now we'll see the examples related to this. Here I can say sodium is an element. That means sodium is made up of Sodium is made up of sodium atoms. Sodium atoms. Another example, if I take nitrogen, N2, or I can say N. Nitrogen is again an element which is made up of nitrogen atoms. Like that, carbon you can say. That means there were 118 elements are there. Maximum are naturally occurring and few are synthetic one, that is artificially prepared in the laboratory. So like that, here this is an element definition. Second comes compound. When two or more atoms, for example, if I take sodium, when combined with chlorine molecule or chlorine, then you will get a product called as sodium chloride. Here the bond between the sodium and chlorine is a chemical bond. They combined chemically. So that is sodium chloride is called as compound because it is made up of two atoms. One is sodium, another one is chlorine. One is sodium, another one is chlorine. So that is what we call it as a compound. And here this compound called sodium chloride contains sodium chloride molecules. Don't say it is not an element. You should say it is sodium chloride molecule. Sodium chloride molecule because constituent particles of compound is called as molecules. So therefore I can say sodium chloride molecule. Here sodium atom, nitrogen atom, carbon atoms, chlorine atom, like that. Here I can say sodium chloride molecule. NH3 ammonia molecule because it is made up of 1 nitrogen and 3 hydrogen atoms. Here sodium chloride is made up of 1 sodium atom and 1 chlorine atom. Like that, I can take one more example called sulfuric acid. It is made up of 2 hydrogen atoms, 1 sulfur atom and 4 oxygen atoms. This I can say sulfuric acid molecule, which is made up of 2 hydrogen atoms, 1 sulfur atom, 4 oxygen atoms. Another example you can take NaOH, sodium hydroxide. So this sodium hydroxide contains 1 sodium atom, 1 oxygen atom and 1 hydrogen atom. So this is about the first knowledge, or you can say the first step before going to the how to write the formula of the compound. That means we must or we should differentiate the element and the compound. Then only we are in a position to get the clear picture or the complete knowledge about how to write the formula. Now we'll concentrate on how to write the formula. Before going to that again, there are few things or few concepts you can say or few points that we should go through. The first one is about the atom. Sodium atom. That means sodium, if I take sodium contain 11 protons and 11 electrons and 12 neutrons. 12 neutrons. So here if you take sodium, I'll just repeat. If you take sodium, So here sodium atomic number, I can say atomic number, later on I will tell you what is atomic number. Sodium atomic number is 11. That means it contains 11 protons. It contains 11 electrons. And it contains 12 neutrons. 12 neutrons. That means here whenever the two atoms are going to combine, whenever two atoms are going to combine to form a compound, then either they lost the electrons or gain the electrons or shares the electrons. That means during the bond formation, during the compound formation, or bond formation, the electrons are participated, the electrons are involved. Now, if any atom lost electrons, then it becomes positively charged. The atom becomes positively charged. That we call it as cation. If the atom gains the electron, then it becomes negatively charged. That we call it as ion. Negatively charged. For example, sodium atomic number is 11. It lost one electron. Sodium lost one electron. Lost electrons. Only one. That becomes, I can write Na plus 1. Or I can say Na plus 1. Plus 1 or 1 plus. This we call it as cation. This we call it as sodium cation because it lost one electron. It may be 2. If it lost 2 electron means, if any substance or any element lost 2 electrons means, I can say X plus 2. If it lost 3 electrons means, I can write X plus 3, like that. Whenever it lost the electrons, it may be 1, it may be 2, it may be 3, or it may be more than 3, then we call it as cation it was. And we are writing plus sign on the atom. That we call it as cation. And another example. Okay, now another example is I will take the example of chlorine. Chlorine atomic number is 17. That means protons 17, electrons 17, and neutrons 8. So that means here it contains 17 protons, 17 electrons. Okay, now 17 protons means if it gains one electron, at that time I'll write Cl minus 1. That means I can say atom gain the electron becomes negatively charged. Negatively charged. So I can write Cl minus 1. I can say it is an ion or negatively charged ion. Here sodium is positively charged ion. Sodium is positively charged ion. Chlorine is negatively charged ion. Like that, if the atom or molecule gains 2 more electrons, then I can write, if for example, I will write a molecule as B. If it gains 2 electrons, then I can write B minus 2. What this minus 2 indicates? It accepts, it gains 2 electrons. If I take another example or another element, later on I will give you the complete chart of these ions. So, for example, if an atom, for example, I will put M. If it gains 3 more electrons, I can write minus 3. Like that, if any atom, concentrate here, if any atom lost or gains the electron, then that state of that atom, the state at which either the atom lost the electron or gains the electron, that particular state of the atom we call it as ion. Then what is ion? Ion is electrically charged species. Ion is electrically charged species formed after the gain or loss of electrons. After the gain or loss of electrons. So that is about the ion. And ions are classified into 2 types: cation, anion. If the atom lost the electron, it becomes positively charged, that we call it as cation. If the atom gains the electron, then it is called as anion. I'll repeat. An atom, after the loss or gain the electrons, it becomes electrically charged. That electrically charged species or electrically charged atom is called as ion. And this ion may be of 2 types. One, cation, another one is anion. Cation is formed after losing the electrons. Anion is formed after the gain of electron. So here I can say chlorine is anion. Let me call it as a chloride ion. And sodium is cation because it lost the electrons. Okay, this is about the first point. And this number plus 1 and minus 1, that number of electrons which were involved, the number of electrons which were involved during the bond formation, during the loss or gain of session, then it is called as valency or oxidation state. What is valency? Valency is nothing but combining capacity. Later on I will tell you how actually it is involved. Well, what is valency? It is the combining capacity of an atom by losing or by the gain of electrons. What is valency? Valency is the combining capacity. Valency is the combining capacity of an atom either by losing the electrons or by gain the electrons. Okay, now what is oxidation state then? It is the state of an atom after the loss or gain of electrons. So that is about the valency and oxidation state. Okay, now atomic number, as you know already, number of protons. present in an atom. Number of protons present in an atom is called as atomic number. And whatever the number of protons in an atom, the same number of electrons are there. If protons were 11, 100% number of electrons should be there, 11 only. If protons are 17, electrons are also 17. That means it is always observed that number of proton is equals to number of electrons. Number of proton is equals to number of electrons. That state we call it as neutral state. For example, if I write only the sodium, then I can say it is neutralized state because it contains 11 protons and 11 electrons. 11 protons and 11 electrons. If I write only the chlorine, I can say it contains 17 protons and 17 electrons. But if I write Na plus, then I can say it is not an atom. It is called as ion. Why it is called as ion? Because it lost one electron. It lost how many electrons? One electron. If it lost one electron, look at the board. Here 11 protons are there, 11 electrons are there. This is what we state. But after losing one electron, the number of electrons will be 10 and the number of protons will be again 11 only. So therefore, and we know that protons are positively charged, electrons are negatively charged. Protons are positively charged, electrons are negatively charged. So therefore, here I will write plus sign. What this plus sign? Short of one electron. Short of one electron, or I can say one proton is more as compared to number of electrons. Like that, here also, if I write Cl2, Cl minus, here I will write plus electron. What this indicates? This indicates it contains 17 protons but 18 electrons. 18 electron, that means gain of electron, that's why it is minus. So like that, minus 2 means gain of 2 electrons. Minus 3 means gain of 3 electrons. Plus 1 means loss of 1 electron. Plus 2 means loss of 2 electrons. Plus 3 means loss of 3 electrons. Like that. If it lost, positive sign, because number of protons will be more as compared to electrons. Like that, here number of protons are 17 only, but number of electrons will become 18 because it gains the 1 electron. Okay, so this is about the accepting as well as donating the or giving the electron. That is what we call it as ion concept. Okay, now the second point. What is the necessity? Why they are ready to accept or ready to donate the electrons, give off their electrons? Because they want to attain noble gas configuration. They want to attain noble gas configuration, or you can say octet electronic configuration. Octet electronic configuration, and that is NS2 NP6 configuration. Every element wants to attain, wants to have NS2 NP6 configuration. That's why either they accept the electron or they give up their electron. For example, if I take sodium point of view, look here. Here 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s1. That is sodium point of view. Chlorine point of view, 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p5 equals. Now after giving one electron, it becomes NH2NP6 where N is equals to 2. And this electron will be taken up by the chlorine. Now after taking this one electron, it becomes 3p6. There also it becomes NH2NP6. That means every element or every atom wants to have NH2NP6 configuration. Because of this reason, they starts combining with other atoms. That leads to compound formation. So that is about the configuration. Okay, so that's why chlorine accepts one electron, sodium gives one electron. The atom that gives the electron becomes positively charged. The atom that accepts the electron becomes negatively charged. And we know that according to electrostatic force theory, oppositely charged ions always attracts. Hence, results in the formation of compound. Okay, so that is about the elements and compounds and valency and oxidation state concept. So based on this valency, based on this valency concept, valency means combining capacity of an atom, combining capacity of an atom. So here, what is the valency? It is combining capacity. Okay. Now, sodium, I'll write Na give rise to Na plus electron. Here it is 2, 8 and 1. You know already this configuration, and it becomes 2, 8. Okay, one electron is separated. Now this we call it as noble gas configuration called neon configuration. Okay, now like that chlorine 2, 8, 7. Now plus one electron give rise to Cl minus 1. Here I will write 2, 8, 8. That we call it as argon configuration, because neon and argon both are noble gases. Argon configuration. Now this plus sign and this minus 1 is nothing but valence. That means combining capacity. So whenever sodium wants to combine with other elements, it starts giving one electron, and whenever chlorine wants to combine with another atom or element, it starts accepting one electron. Hence, whenever I write sodium chloride Na plus Cl minus, give rise to NaCl, because it is plus 1 and this is minus 1. So now I can say sodium is monovalent. Mono means one, valent means valency. It has capacity to give one electron. So I can say chlorine is also monovalent because it also having a capacity to get one electron. That means based on the valency concept, both cations and anions are classified into monovalent, bivalent, trivalent, tetravalent, like that. Anions are also classified into monovalent, bivalent, trivalent, tetravalent, like that. Now we'll see a chart is there to get the picture related to this valency concept. Okay, so that is about the valency point. Okay, now I will show you some common examples, their valency and how to write the formula as well. Okay. Now, first I will give you a small chart so that you can see. So here first we will concentrate on cations. Later on this chart will be uploaded to you. Anions. 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 In cations, first we will concentrate on monovalent. Monovalent means one. Mono means one. Valency. I will take the example of sodium plus 1. Potassium K plus. This we call it as sodium. This potassium. H plus 1 hydrogen. Hydrogen. Then cesium. Cesium. Silver. Ag plus 1. Silver. Silver. Okay. Then ammonium. NH4 plus 1. Ammonium. Ammonium. Like that. For ion, we'll see about monovalents. Monovalents. Here Cl minus 1, that we call it as chloride. Br minus bromide. Bromide. I minus 1 iodide. Iodide. NO3 minus nitrate. 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 NO2 minus 1 nitrite. Nitrite. H minus 1 hydride. Here hydrogen has the capacity to accept one electron as well as donate one electron. If it donates, it is called hydrogen. If it accepts one electron, it is hydride. Now these are the common examples. Later on we will see more examples. So now in this session, I will just conclude with one example. If I want to write the example formula of sodium chloride, very simple example, sodium chloride. So first you see sodium. Sodium formula is Na plus 1 and then chloride, it is minus 1, then exchange the valencies, not the charge, exchange the valencies. So here Na, how many times? 1 time. Chlorine, 1 time. Now the formula becomes NaCl. Formula will become NaCl. Then what is the formula of sodium chloride? It is NaCl. Okay. Now another example. I'll write ammonium nitrate. So first you just go through the ammonium. It was NH4 plus 1. Then a nitrate, NO3 minus 1. Then again the second step is exchange the valencies, not the charge. NH4 one time, NO3 one time. Here I will write the sign also. Then formula will becomes NH4 NO3, that is ammonium nitrate. This is the how to write the formula. Okay.